Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are making a vacation home for Lyman. He wanted something that had a variety of veggies. Spoiler alert, did not do that, at least for the outside. I should have placed down a bunch of the produce plots for the veggies, carrots and pumpkins and stuff like that. Didn't realize that it was even in his requested items tab, even though he wanted the actual dropped items, not the plots, which makes sense because the plots are a nature thing. However, I did end up putting down some fruit trees and a ton of wheat fields. I made him like a little farm basically. Usually when I do a farm type build, I go with the 2-tier plot that we have in the fall pine tree looking biome. I don't really know what to call it. That is one of the plots that I typically have all my farms on. Did not do that here because I wanted to change it up a bit. So I do really like how everything came out here. I think he has a really cute little farmhouse. I was considering making the exterior green, but we didn't do that. However, I still think it looks cool. I got inspiration, believe it or not, from the requested items tab this time to make him a little farm to table restaurant. We do not end up having a second story with a little apartment. I thought about that as I was putting items down to make the farm to table restaurant, but I really just wasn't in it for building a second level and making a little studio. That just wasn't something I was feeling like doing at the time of me doing this video, like sitting down and recording the gameplay capture. But I'm still really happy with it. Maybe I'll come back someday and add a second story to it. I most likely will not. I say this in pretty much every happy home video that I do. Maybe I'll come back and I'll change things and I'll edit it. I'll expand it. I'll do this. I'll do that. I never end up doing any of that. The only thing that I end up doing essentially is maybe adding a roommate, depending on who's on my beach and who I don't want to build a house for but want to check off the list. This was kind of more in the realm of a non-typical request, I think. It really highlighted some of the 2.0 update items that we have. He wanted a lot of the food in the veggie basket and, like I said, the dropped item versions of the produce that you can grow. I am really happy with it. I really like it. I wanted to use more of the larger wood tables around the space, but I didn't have enough room. I know I could have just expanded the room, but I didn't want to work with even more of a space than I already had because I like the cramped and sort of cozy feel, even though it's not that cramped. And I think it's really cute that we have a salad bar item in here. I think that's really cute that he wanted that. I think he pretty much wanted everything for the most part from the 2.0 update. Well, not everything, but a lot of his items that he wanted were from that. I liked the tractor, like being able to make use of that. Overall, I really had a fun time building this. I hope you guys are doing well. Apart from this build, I did finish reading Slow Dance by Rainbow Rowell. I don't remember if I ever mentioned that I was reading it in the first place, but I finished it recently and I started Long Island Compromise. I didn't know what to expect going into Long Island Compromise. I just knew that it was like a hot book, I think in 2024 or something. It was on my to be read list for a long time and I finally am getting around to it. I'm not that far in. I'm only, I think, still in the first chapter, or maybe I'm in chapter 2 or something. I haven't been keeping track. So far, I like it. I think it's very interesting, different than what I usually read. And I read like the about summary informational thing that is on the page. I'm reading it in my Kindle app because I get it from the Libby app to read like digitally. And I didn't realize that the whole book spans 40 years. I think it's really cool though that it covers like the one family and all of the changes that they go through and some of the trauma and stuff. I don't know how I'm going to like it further on just by like reading the informational bits on the book page, but so far I think it's pretty good. If you guys have read it, let me know if you liked it, but don't spoil it please, because I really would like to read it and find out for myself like what's going to happen. Other than that, I've had the 42-hour long Quentin Reviews Beverly Hillbillies video on in the background pretty much almost consistently whenever I'm capturing gameplay footage or doing anything that doesn't require me to have to listen to what I'm doing. Like if I'm editing a video, obviously I won't have that on in the background because it's distracting, but actually like playing games and getting gameplay footage prior to the editing process and prior to me sitting down to record commentary, I have been watching it. I am about like maybe a third of the way in or something. I don't know. I took a break and I've been watching other stuff on my saved for later watch list, but I am after the Petticoat Junction stuff and I I am somewhere inside of season 2 of Beverly Hillbillies. I can't remember exactly where. Very interesting stuff, and incredible that a video can be uploaded that is that long. It's also been cold and gloomy here. I'm in Southern Virginia, like kind of near-ish to North Carolina, and it's been in like the 40s and 50s for a high, which is very cold for mid-April. Usually it's in like the 80s, and it snowed in New England, which is wild. Yeah, we've had snow in New England in April, particularly that April 1st storm that happened in the late 90s. I'm originally from Massachusetts. Having it snow this late into April is absolutely insane to me. So I'm hoping that that doesn't mean that we're going to have a cold summer, because right now it's been a really weird spring, and I'm going to be up in New England for quite a while. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, I guess. Anyway, we are done. Again, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's really cute, and it kind of goes with him because he's like a cute little green veggie guy. As usual, we got 40,000 Poki for our work, and because we have so much in our pockets, she just put it into our account. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.